Hello everybody, welcome back to another edition of the TeSys Tera training. I'm your host, Leandro Mada, and in this video what we're going to see is the web interface of the TeSys Tera. So I'm going to give you basically an overview of how to navigate to it, how to access. Okay, so the first thing that we need is to know the IP address of the device. I already made another video explaining that. Okay, so let's just go directly to the web interface. So you just need to put the IP address. If it doesn't allow you to access, just use https :// and then the IP address. Then you should be able to see this, advance and proceed. Then just waiting a little bit, you should be able to see the main part, the TeSys Tera, and the fields in order to access to the credentials. So this is going to be administrator, and then by default it's going to be the Schneider at 24 with the capital S at the beginning. I have already changed the password. If not, it will ask you to change the password here. So it's going to be, I believe it's automation 1, login, trust. There we go. So on the first part, monitoring control, you should be able to see the real estate of the drive of the Tera. So let me just full screen. Okay, good, brilliant. Let me just minimize this just a little bit, put it here. Okay, so here you can see the motor is in stop. So if I press run, it should go to start, and then after a few seconds it will go to run. Okay, just wait for it and run. Okay, so now you can see that we have the real visualization. You can also check the trips. So if I activate this trip over here, trip 1, the motor is in inhibit, and then it just trip. Okay, so interlock inhibit, it is inhibit, and we have the trip. So load the status trip. Good. Now I'm going to remove the interlock. You can see it's still on the trip, and then if I can reset it from here, it's in a stop. Okay, so this is good to have like an overview of what's going on with the unit. And if you here you can see the motor, also the motor information. Okay, motor starting, yeah, there we go. So that's one thing. Measurement data, here you have regarding the consumption, and I'm gonna put it back in run again. So you can see there ain't really some information. Fine, good. We also have the possibility to check the IOs, why it's not working something, in case it's not. So for example, right now if I press the digital input 2, okay, you can see it's in green. If I press the number 1, the output for the contactor is there activated. And you can also check on the expansions. So here the number 5 and 8 are the interlocks that I have. This is number 8. Now it's off, and the digital output is activated for, I don't remember for what, for this was that, for trade message or something, I don't remember, but something is activated. That's the main idea. Then you have diagnostics, where you have information about the internet. Okay, you have the trip counters, voltage. You can reset this in case you want to. Communication, interlocks. Okay, here the counter for individual counters. So I'm going to make the trip now. Again, I believe I had the delay 4 seconds. Let's make the trip. Okay, trip, and remove it and reset it. So you can see there is a counter there. Alarms and trips, again, here, better definition. Here I have configured this one for alarm, so I can see if it's an alarm or not. Alarm, and then I'm going to trip. There we go, trip. The alarm is gone, and then the trip is gone now. Then TeSys Tera, device certification, what we heard about the unit, where it's connected, the expansion, the sensor, and of course the date and time. Okay. In this case is in NTP and it's synchronized, I believe, with a Molicon switch that I didn't put the right date and time, but you get the idea. Then in maintenance, you have the possibility to upgrade the firmware. Okay, this is the firmware I'm using. So just select from the files you have and upgrade. You can also do this from the move on the settings. Once this one loads, okay, just bear with me. This is the configuration for the NTP. You have possibility to configure the communication. Just bear with me. Where it says model bus RTU is for the communication for display. So here you can see the MAC address. On the IP configuration is the configuration of the device itself. You can have fixed IP address or the ACP. And for that, you just need to select automatic and it will change that over. And this is a user application, so you can see on your network device the device with other name, and you just really click over there and access. Then security. Stay a little bit. Security, where you can find this information over here. The network list, the IP allow list. I think we should just to specify just one thing. You have this to specify which are the IP addresses that can access to control or do something with the device. Okay, you can enable it. You have the certificates for the products. Okay, and then you have the 6 logs to export in case we need to basically avoid if there's any issue. So basically, this is the web interface for the TeSys Tera. Just to give you the further information in case you want to see what's really happening with the unit, in case you don't have the display or you don't know what the LEDs in front of the TeSys Tera means, you can always access to the web interface to know more about it. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video, and I see you on the next one.